Flexjet Palminteri Stakes. The check sleeves of Mascarpone has dropped in towards the back of the field as the green jacket of Finn's Charm and the all blue of Naval Power following him are the first two. Claret jacket of Beige and Bandit off to the right, then is close up behind these. Waiting All Night, a black cap is in fourth position, and Mascarpone with checks on the sleeves, checks on the cap as well, is the back marker of the quintet, who are heading down to the final 4 furlongs. So Frankie Dettori on Finn's Charm, bowl along in front, right in behind him is William Buick on Naval Power, about 2 lengths off him. There's a 2, maybe 3 length gap behind those two. Waiting All Night in white, grey and black colours, the matter James Doyle, and Beige and Bandit Kieran Fallon in the claret colours. Mascarpone and Jamie Spencer continue to be the back markers. The leaders now are heading down towards the final quarter mile. It's still Finn's Charm in front, but Naval Power is trying to mount his challenge. Waiting All Night has moved into third, running on behind those. Mascarpone comes next, and now Naval Power swoops, comes through to take it up, goes on to Finn's Charm in second place, but now Waiting All Night has taken second position. Mascarpone is behind those. They're well inside the final furlong. Naval Power is steaming at full steam, well clear of the others. Look at this, he's 6-7 lengths ahead. Naval Power has won the Flexjet Palminteri in great style. Waiting All Night in second, Mascarpone in third, tight fourth, Beige and Bandit and Finn's Charm together.
Well, that was pretty decisive, wasn't it? Naval Power has kept his unbeaten record. He holds that Group 1 National Stakes entry, and he's now 3 from 3, Kevin.
That was very impressive, wasn't it? No, now, look, one might question the depth in behind him, but look at, he's stretched these out and won by a very long way. The runner-up has been rocking up in some good company and being well held, but he hasn't been this well held. So this was quite an impressive performance. He's by Teofilo out of a Dubai mare. Like, really, it should all be about next year with him. So the fact that he's doing this much at this stage is very encouraging.
Yeah, it really is very encouraging, and led them up front by Finn's Charm, quite often the way with the Johnston runners, but William Buick just stalking there, Freddie.
Yeah, I think the Johnston horse is a big raw type, Alex, looking at him here in the parade ring. I think it's all coming probably a little too early for him, because he's fading away here as soon as pressure was applied. So I think he's the type of horse for next year as well. Talking about the winner, it was ideal that William Buick got a lead off that horse, because last time at Leicester he was just running a little bit in snatches, and I think he raced properly here today, and William was able to educate him even further. And look at the way when pressure was applied, he's just extending more and more. So the further he went, the better he looks.
Yeah, Waiting All Night has finished in second. Jamie Spencer's horse Mascarpone was staying on a little bit, thought he might have stayed on a bit better than he did. He's just ended up in third, but might be a bit of a hothead, this Naval Power, but he's certainly got an engine.
Yeah, it's an interesting example, Alex, because, like, really, as mentioned, on pedigree, like, you wouldn't even necessarily have expected this horse to have debuted by now, and I think we can kind of see why he's a little bit ahead of the curve, in that he is that little bit on his nerves and forward perhaps, and it's just led to him getting out that bit earlier. But there's loads of talent in there, Alex, and you wouldn't like to say he couldn't be a 2,000 guineas horse based on what we've seen there. Look, bigger days ahead, he'll have to go up in class now, but that was impressive.
He's certainly by the right sire, isn't he?
I love Teofilo. He's had so many Group 1 winners. He's probably underrated, you know, for a well-established sire. Like, he's had, like, dozens of Group 1 winners, I believe, which is a very difficult thing to do. And out of a Dubai mare, the cross has worked well. Mildeberger off the top of my head. And generally, you look down through the list, and I bet they're all middle distance horses produced by that cross. So this fella's future is very much ahead of him, but the here and now isn't too bad either.
It's not too bad now, is it? A bright future, Jamie and Jim, but he's scintillated today.
Yeah, I mentioned beforehand, Alex, that this is becoming an important race for Charlie Appleby. Won it now 3 of the last 4 years, and the one who got beaten that sequence was Naval Crown, who is now a Group 1 winner and on the back of finishing second in the July Cup. The impressive part for me, Jim, about this was look at his relationship with Finn's Charm. He's engaged him relatively early, and yet he sustained that surge to the end.
Yeah, if you look at the two horses, one's very, very weak, as I think Freddie touched on, the horse with the breast girth there. Finn's Charm. The important thing for me about Naval Power, we've had 3 races to assess him. The first time he scrambled home at Yarmouth, you couldn't say it was in any way impressive. Leicester last time, he monkeyed about a bit and then won well. Today, he's raced much more professionally.
Yes.
He's very composed, very strong at the end of the race, and he's really, really likeable. He's going to be a good horse over a mile.
That's been the recurrent theme with him, his strength at the end of those races. Needed it at Yarmouth, showed it at Leicester, but even more so today. And it's his efficiency and proficiency through the first 4/5 of the race here which has helped to make him the horse he is. Mentioned his entry in the National Stakes. Do you think he's earned a right to go for that Group 1?
Very, very much earned a step up. I mean, Kevin touched on the talent behind him, which is not particularly strong, but Waiting All Night has been 5th in the Coventry, and then again in the July Stakes. Maybe he hasn't quite run to that level today, but he's been mullered. He's been beaten 7 or 8 lengths, and well, there's no doubt this is a really nice horse, and next time will tell us probably about whether he's a classic prospect or not.
So, the Pat Edry Stakes has become a very important race for Charlie Appleby, and we get the feeling down here that this might become a very important horse for Charlie Appleby in the future.
Yeah, he's a lovely individual. We're just watching him walk back in behind us, and he's certainly all there, Fred.
He sure is, yes. He's well put together, got a good top line to him as well, and it's going to be exciting for the rest of the year. Let's see where he goes.
Yeah, let's see where he goes. We'll find out shortly. Charlie Appleby just having a little debrief with William Buick, and we're going for a break.